Welcome back, everybody, to the Sham Bam podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Moida, and today we're joined by Courtney.
Hi.
Hi. Merry Coronavirus Day to everybody. It is definitely going down the drain now, is it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? What are you looking at? You're confused.
I just feel like I sound quiet again.
Oh my gosh. How's that?
That's better.
I turned your monitor on so that way we don't actually clip. Because last time we actually clipped on the mics because you're like, I'm too quiet. Anyway, you're stuck?
Yeah, I'm like repped. Hold on.
Oh. But anyway, welcome back, everyone. Things are going crazy. We went shopping yesterday and we had to go to like 5 different
And didn't even
stores
really get
and didn't really get what we wanted.
what we were trying to get exactly.
But anyway, I don't know why I was sitting like L for a bit.
Oh,
probably 'cause I can now.
I thought you said
I haven't-
elf.
No, I haven't been able to sit like that since in a long time because of my fatness. My gut was in the way. We did get questions, so we're gonna go right into the questions that we got from you guys. So let's just dive right in. I did ask on here what Reddit thread I should look into because I can't really find, one that I wanted, I don't know. I just wanted to see what was popping. And I asked, and then I just
did they give you one?
I just got least beats offer and some Russian dude typed something in. But anyway.
Okay.
So there's that, but we actually did get questions. So let's just dive into the questions. First question. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
The Thin Mint.
Thin Mints. Wheat Thins.
No, not Wheat Thins.
I know.
Thin Mints.
Thin Mints. I hear that one all the time.
Thin
I honestly
Mints.
have not had enough of an assortment of Girl Scout cookies to know exactly which one's my favorite. I mean, I hear a lot about Thin Mints.
They're the best.
Are they though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should I take your word for it?
Everybody's word.
Everyone's word for it. I don't want this to be covering my face.
Block
anyway.
you.
Yeah, my beautiful moneymaker. Look at this beard though. I need to shave it. I need to trim it. I also need to shave off my hair. Anyway, there's no back and forth going on here, so I'm gonna move on. Hi at Shambam Pod. Hi, how are you? All right, next question.
That was the question?
That was it. All
Who
right.
was that?
It was I'm not gonna say. I keep these anonymous.
Oh.
It wasn't anybody you know or I know.
Oh, okay.
But it was somebody who a fellow listener / viewer of the podcast, which I adore. I adore you, man. Hello to you too. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day, Michael. I don't know if that's your name, but I'm going to call you Michael. Have a wonderful day. Hi, Michael. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night in case I don't see you. No feedback coming from you, so let's just move on.
You're so weird.
The other one is, I'm pretty sure the same dude who offered me least beats told me to follow him. Follow me,
These
bro.
are
for
great
dope beats.
questions.
I know.
I thought you said we had questions.
Shoot. Hey, we had a question, okay? And we had some comments. Okay. So it's okay. And then the last question is, who let the dogs out? I did. I let the dogs out.
I agree with that.
Now, that's going to wrap up for this week's questions.
Or I thought you were going to say for the podcast.
Yeah, for that. We're going to wrap it up right here. But yeah, we're good. That's all the questions we had. That's all she wrote. So, 2 questions. We got very
comments.
in-depth, very deep, insightful questions. Let's get back to the latest and greatest news, which is the virus. And apparently, if you want to make any money on social media, you can't even say coronavirus anymore. For some reason, I hear YouTubers and stuff referencing that, saying, "Oh, we can't say it. We can't say it. We have to say the thing or whatever."
Wait, why?
I don't know, because YouTube is has the dumbest monetization and flagging
That's
system
weird.
in the West. So they flag everything. So apparently coronavirus is another thing that they can't. But I don't make money off of this, so I don't care. So I just say it, you know. But the coronavirus is sweeping the streets. It's sweeping the toilet paper off of shelves and now food. People finally realize that food is more important
Then wiping butt.
than wiping your butt, dude. Come on. Oh, man, I haven't eaten in 2 days, but does my booty shine? So dumb. Who thought of that?
I know. I was talking to you about that a while ago.
Who was the one
'Cause that
who
was the
started the world's going to end. Let's get some toilet paper. Yeah, who did that
'Cause
one?
that's
you know?
what started first was the toilet paper.
Yeah, that's what people were freaking out about in the beginning.
I don't get it.
Hey guys, you're gonna stay months and months in your house. You all know what to get. Toilet paper. Like, how about some rice, dude? How about some water? Okay.
Well, now water is
paper?
like impossible.
Yeah, water. We went shopping yesterday, and then they told us we can only get one case per like group, I guess.
Which sucks, but I understand.
Yeah, I totally understand.
It's because people are stockpiling
Yeah.
for years, but
there's a lot more people around than you would think that need water.
It's not because of that. Normally, I could go into the store and get 4 or 5 cases of water and it'd be no
No.
deal.
It's because
people
everyone's
came
getting
in
water.
and stockpiled.
Yes.
Everybody buys water all the time, but people stockpiled
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Before
Before what?
before.
This outbreak or whatever?
Well, not before the outbreak, but before they put the limit on
Is
it.
it called an outbreak or a pandemic? It's called. It's been labeled a
know.
pandemic. I don't know which is worse. Outbreak just rings zombie apocalypse to me. So I don't know if we just sounded
Call
very
it whatever you want.
ignorant right there. Whatever you want. This
Whatever you want.
zombie
Just-
epidemic.
Yep, there you go.
This zombie high school.
Zombie high.
Yeah, coronavirus equals zombie high. Anyway, let's just slide right through that one. But yeah, people are freaking hoarding water. Well, now people are actually buying foods and stuff. We weren't concerned. Well, at least I wasn't. I can't say we, but I wasn't concerned in the slightest about whether or not I was gonna get toilet paper yesterday.
Toilet paper wasn't the
I didn't
biggest
care.
deal. If we found it, that would have been nice.
There's a shower, dude. There's a
But
freaking shower.
toilet paper wasn't my first concern.
No.
I was more worried about food and water.
Toilet paper wasn't my sixth concern. My first everything important on top was my first concern. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
water, food. That's it. You know, toilet paper that would have left me.
'Cause
You know?
we
There's a shower.
we were running out of toilet paper, but we had
Squirt
paper
your butt with
towels so
some
we
water.
could use.
Mm-hmm.
Then if worst comes to worst, you go to the bathroom and you just hop straight into the shower when you're done.
Yeah. Come on.
So,
It's not that big a deal. Toilet
Yeah.
paper.
but
I don't know who thought
but
of it.
now the
whole
issue
toilet
is
paper
food
thing.
and water is getting hard. Like
Yeah.
not like fruits and stuff, but any food that like has decent shelf life. Noodles and ramens and rice and stuff. It's hard to find. What are you doing?
I'm looking up grocery stores. 'Cause I wanna
Costless was horrible.
Yeah, we went to Costless yesterday.
That was the worst mistake ever. And it's ridiculous because we were there literally a week ago.
Yeah, we were
A week and
yeah.
a day ago, whatever. And normal traffic. The shelves were stocked. They had everything that you needed.
Yeah, dude, look at this.
And now you can't find anything.
Look at that. This is what they look like. This is a whole aisle. All these people are waiting to go check out.
That's what it looked like, except there was
And
nothing on the
then
shelves.
Your shelves look like this
Yep.
or this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's people walking around. I thought there were employees. There's freaking customers walking around in these like pallets trying to like buy junk, like everything. But yeah, I mean, people look. Toilet paper and
You know
Mountain Dew, boy.
what? He can wipe his butt.
With some Mountain Dew too. Oh my gosh, he knows. He knows what's up. He knows what's important.
He's got his priorities set straight.
He knows. I don't even think that's toilet paper. I think those are paper
that's
towels.
Paper
Look how
towel,
long that
then
is.
he has 2 things of toilet paper.
Does he? Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's like, yo, listen, paper towels, they have more grit. They grab more. You know, they clean faster. So he knows what's up. Dude, he's got the freaking voltage. He doesn't have regular Mountain Dew. He's got Mountain Dew Voltage. This guy knows. Okay. This guy plays Street Fighter. That's what he does. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on. There's no feedback, so I want to move on. All the veggies are there though.
Yeah, and like we could get veggies, but the thing is
they'll spoil. You need to get
they
stuff
go
that'll
bad.
last. Yeah.
We want shelf life
This-
things, and I'm not the person. I usually like to have like a pantry with a little bit of items, where if worse comes to worse, we could live for a couple of months. That's just what I like to have. But the main reason I wanted to get items is because I don't know when people are going to stop hoarding things and when we can actually get
I don't
food.
honestly. We'll be.
No, I know, but I mean that's the main reason why people are going out and getting food at this point, because they're like, when am I going to be able to actually go shopping?
Yeah. Like look at that. This is a sight to see in today's.
You know how nice that would be?
Canned food on the right.
Just got stocked.
Yeah, everything. Like there's no empty shelves.
And that's the person at the front of the line.
The lines aren't starting from back over yonder.
That's the person who's slept outside for 4 days
that.
waiting for the shelves to be
Yeah.
stocked.
No, you know who this is? This is the freaking grocery outlet manager stocking up before he lets everybody else in. He took this picture and was like,
Before he opens.
this is why I decided to own this chain. Yeah. Anyway. Own a franchise.
Crazy.
But yeah, these are all normal pictures now. But yeah, this is the most recent ones. Like, look at that. Look at that. Open image in new tab. Oh, it's freaking tiny.
That didn't work.
Yeah, but you guys saw it. So yeah, it's freaking wild right now. I think it's gonna pass. What I've been telling people is I think. Well, we all know the news inflates things. They get a
Everything-
serious thing and then they inflate it even more because
Yeah.
it gives them ratings. So it's good to be aware. You know, you were telling me this because I know I was always giving Courtney a hard time.
When it was first a thing and I was like
Yes.
telling you like where it's at. Oh,
'Cause-
first case
yeah.
in California, you were like,
Well, yeah, it's because you always go to negative news and bring it up, and I'm like,
no,
we don't
I
need to
scroll
worry
through
about
Facebook
this.
and I read it. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah, I
let's read
know.
it. I usually go through and I read lots of things.
Yeah, so
I like to know what's going on and then make my own decision from that.
yeah, so that's what I was telling the missionaries when they stopped by. I was like, the news outlets are like Wish for me. You know, the Wish site where you can just look and browse around just the cheap Chinese stuff that costs you like $2 to like get. It's like you get a jacuzzi for $5 on Wish, something like that, insane. But Wish is like just this like catalog that I look through of things I don't know exist that are cool, you know. So I'll be like, oh look, this looks like a freaking dope item. Then I'll actually find a real brand thing of it and then buy that if I ever want it, you know, or see that or research. So that's news outlets to me. They're this catalog of information that I can look into more legit sources to
See,
figure
the
them
thing
out.
is with news is it's hard to word this without being wrong, but the topic that they're addressing is correct or is going on, but then they inflate it to
Yeah, of course.
seem bigger.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to, okay, this is what's happening, then let me decide if
Yeah.
I want to believe
Because
them
news outlets
or...
news outlets are all about ratings.
And that's why usually when, like, with this thing going around, I looked at a ton of news articles and I read a ton of things to kind of form my own opinion about it. I honestly think everything is blown out of proportion. Some people agree with me. Some people will think that I'm ridiculous and they're telling the truth and the world's going to end and all of this. Have your own opinion,
Yeah.
whatever you want, but
I don't think the world is going to end. I think it is a serious thing, but I don't think it's as serious as a lot of people would put it out to be. I think it is a thing. Like, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast and he had a guy on. I don't know this guy, so I don't know. I mean, he was apparently like one of the like outbreak, like a disease outbreak expert of some sort. So like this is what he does for a living, is this kind of situation, this
Yeah.
research. And then he was saying a couple like last week or something like that. I forgot when it
I'm
came
trying to
out.
find something, but I'm listening to you.
Yeah. The people like that this is gonna be a thing that lasts for months and
Yeah.
that
It's like a type of a flu, kind of.
yeah, but like he was saying that it was serious. So like he was saying that, you know, that we're not prepared for it and that we need to get prepared for it. And he put it out to be like this very serious thing, right? And I'm like, okay, this is an expert. Joe Rogan usually does get, pretty. You can find reliable information on his podcast. You can find unfiltered information. You can, because he pries on people too and makes sure he like gets the facts straight for the most part. Still, I don't put all my chips and everything that goes on there. Like I don't do that with anything. I always, take everything with a grain of salt. But he did make it seem like it was a serious thing. So who knows? It might be, and we might be the clowns that people are laughing at in the future. But as of right now, it doesn't seem, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It seems. This is what I'm saying. It seems like a serious thing, and we're taking it seriously. But I don't think what people are saying is really what is going on. I don't think it's that they need to inflate it this hard.
Yeah, and like with the schools closing down and everything, I kind of get it and I kind of don't. So like, I've been receiving emails a lot since I work at a school. And basically the reason why they're closing is because they have seen attendance dropping. So at this point, because of this going around, they want to excuse absences. Parents don't feel comfortable sending their kids to school. With a lot of absences, they don't know and it's hard to get kids tested right now. Anybody tested, in fact. It costs money, so unless you want to go pay to get tested,
well, that's changed as of late.
Well, like here locally, there's not enough tests.
Yeah,
like in China, they can test everybody. Here, they I don't know, but they didn't have the supplies, so
they didn't have the funding.
I don't know what it was, but whatever. They didn't have whatever was needed. So either they had to have a reason why they think you have it, and they would test you, or you can go into the doctors and pay to get tested.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go pay to get tested.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I did have it, but who knows? Somebody I work with could have had it and it could have been passed around. It's a lot of symptoms, just like a cold and stuff like that. So a lot of people, I feel like, could have had it and it would have gone unnoticed. So I kind of understand the schools closing. I think how long they're closing for is a little insane. Who knows?
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks.
I think they should have said that they're doing it
earlier.
Like a week at a time. So they'll have it off for a week and then they'll update us. And then if they want to, close it down for a week again.
Oh no, yeah, like they indefinitely shut it down for 3 weeks. Or like, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it seems like it's for sure we're not coming back till April 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a month off. And who knows, it might get extended.
Avoid confusion. Because if they do stuff like that, then people are like, wait, do we have school this week?
I think it's also for parents. So they're not like, okay, well, I only have to figure out a temporary thing for a week.
Yeah.
Then, it's another week and another week. And it just keeps adding on. But anyways, there was one thing I read about a superintendent closing down the school and then basically saying they'd rather make this big decision that there might not be any harm with having the schools open, but they'd rather make this decision now and prevent things from happening than not make the decision and kids get infected and then there's nothing they can do at that point.
Yeah, that's
so I get it, but yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's just crazy because there's flus all the time every year.
Yeah, but the thing about this one is that there's no vaccine. That's the thing. There's a vaccine for the flu, but there's no vaccine or known cure for this. Well, there's a bunch of different
strands of flu. So there's like the influenza, there's the bird flu, swine flu.
But there's vaccines for all of those.
There are for those, but there's always a new type of flu coming out all the time.
Yeah, but there's always a vaccine for those. There's always a remedy for those. That's the thing. There is no remedy.
When a new flu comes out, there's not a remedy yet. When a new one comes out, there's not. That's why there's a new flu shot every year.
Like probably a day. Like it's easy. This has been going on for a couple months, and they haven't been able to find anything.
Yeah.
And it's spreading. That's the thing about this is there's no vaccine yet, and it's spreading. It's spreading at an alarming rate. So people are flipping out about it.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's got to do with the fact that, and I just probably am an ignorant young adult right here talking, but like the U.S. doesn't really have a lot of big problems. There's not a lot of big problems in the U.S. despite what people might think. There really isn't. The biggest problem that the U.S. has, or the problems that the U.S. is related to too much freedom, and it's like depression and stuff. That's almost a luxury of first world countries, is because there's not enough problems to distract you from, all this. If that makes any sense. So like, I feel like that's why a lot of Americans, or like in the US maybe, I don't know how they're taking it in other countries. China obviously got hit the hardest because it started there, but I don't know how they're reacting to it. I mean, they seem to be reacting pretty serious. I mean, everyone's wearing not gas masks. Well, they're wearing like makeshift gas masks. Have you seen those? Have you seen those?
I showed you, and the ones like made out of bottles and junk. You're right. Yeah.
China makeshift hazmat suits and stuff. I don't even
China makes hazmat.
They make everything though. Makeshift hazmat suits. I just probably hate Americans. I just realized that.
I think you do.
I do, but it's because of not really. It's because I've lived that transition from coming from Mexico to here, and me looking at the comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. There's really people around here complain about a lot of things that doesn't really need to be complained about.
I agree with that.
Like they just,
and I've lived here my whole life.
They want more, and it's something that has always, freaking put me sour. But I can't find them.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen it, anyways.
Yeah, but people are like, it's a. I mean, everyone's wearing masks. Obviously, I mean that's just a must.
What I read? I only read one thing about it. It wasn't that long ago, actually, that I read it. It's probably an hour ago. I didn't really look more into it, but you were saying like West Virginia hasn't had any cases.
Mm-hmm. They probably already do now.
According to a doctor, there's some more.
Look at this. They're wearing I don't mean to laugh because it's a serious situation. But hold on. Open. I just want to open the image. It's not letting me. Where is it? There you go. Dude, there's people wearing water. What are those, liters? Gallons? Like a water gallon jug.
Yeah, those are big.
Water gallon jugs. Oh my gosh, stop with your pop-ups. As gas masks. And they're wearing plastic suits, like parkas.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, it's serious. It's a really serious thing. I've seen people use. There's a lot of different things that people are using. Like those are that they cut part of like a water bottle or gallon water bottle thing, and then
I like this
plastered it to their face. Yeah, I remember that one. It's a pretty serious thing. I mean, but I don't know how the public is reacting to it.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're not there. The news can only cover so much, and they inflate things, so you always got to take their stuff with a grain of salt. But I don't know. I'm not sure. But also, the government is taking like measures, drastic measures.
Crazy stuff is going on.
Yeah, but like it shows that
they're trying to do whatever they can.
Like people are like arguing that this is all Trump's doing, which of course he's a president, so he's going to make the decision. But it's a collective thing.
If he didn't make these choices to stop all these big events, now they're looking at closing down wineries and bars and all this stuff.
Yeah.
If he didn't make that decision and more people got sick, people would be mad at him for not making the decision.
Yeah.
So people are always going to be mad no matter what.
So it's
what
just,
it is.
Yeah, it's just nice to know that he doesn't care about, he's like, you know what, this is going to be the good thing. I think this is the best thing, so let's do this. It's a drastic measure, but it was something that it could help. You never know. People are like, that's not the right answer.
You don't know until it's too late with stuff like this.
You never really know what the right answer is. You just got to go with what you believe is the best.
Yeah.
The best the best course of action.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's going to solve anything, but it possibly will.
And
there's likelihood that it will.
The main issue I had with them closing down stuff
is that they didn't close down my work.
Yeah, they like people not getting paid and like people who own businesses not having people come in, but they opened up unemployment, so you can apply. And
how legit is that though?
It's legit.
Is it legit?
Yeah.
Where'd you see it?
Everywhere. I've seen it on multiple sites, and it goes straight to the page to apply for it.
Okay.
and it explains
I'm
everything on
not
there.
quizzing you to like. I'm just.
No,
wanna,
it explains
yeah, I just
everything.
wanna-
Like if because of this you have kids that are now not being able to go to school, or you have family that's sick, and you figure out where you fit into the category, and then you apply for that category. So whether it's your hours have been cut, you don't go to work anymore, your kids can't go to school, so you can't work, or whatever you're sick, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you figure out and you fit in there.
Okay.
But back to what I was saying is there was a doctor in West Virginia saying that, again, I don't know if this is true. I have no idea. That they're not seeing any cases because they believe they already had this a year ago.
What?
So
that they just have an immunity towards it?
Now, yeah, it's made its way around, so everybody is immune to it. I have no idea. I
don't know
literally
about
don't know.
that.
I
We'd
mean,
have
like, look
to
it up.
Dive into.
Look it up.
Yeah,
So
let's
basically,
look
they're
that up.
saying that this was around.
West Virginia coronavirus.
So basically, they're saying that it was around November, December, and everybody thought it was a flu, but it had different symptoms, which is the symptoms that match up with this.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's to a point where
When?
they're
Last
immune
year?
to it. Yeah, it was last year.
Or 2019.
Just
I should
put. Let me see if I can find it.
Of
on
the
my phone.
U.S. state without a coronavirus case is preparing for the worst, probably is what it says. I can't tell. Coronavirus disease. We've got a monster that's looming. That's what it keeps saying. That's the main article that keeps popping up. West Virginia sets up a coronavirus hotline. No novel or novel coronavirus cases in West Virginia. Reports no confirmed cases of coronavirus in West Virginia. I can't see that, but I keep seeing that there's still, as of right now, there's still no cases. That might be
I could try to see
a
it.
stretch.
I've seen it twice though.
But it could have been
But you
it could have
never
been
know.
one doctor. You never know.
You never know.
That would explain if they never got it, because
Yeah, it would make
you would
sense.
develop an immunity to it. But how would it just show up in West Virginia?
And how my thing is, how would
and
it have not been a
break
big
out?
deal
Yeah.
with it all in the news, like so many people dying in West Virginia because of the flu or whatever they wanted to call it at that point?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but
You'd have to.
I need to do more research.
It's a food for thought, is what that is.
Yeah, it's an
It's
idea.
interesting. That's interesting thought, but I don't know about the.
It matches up, and it would make sense why they haven't had it. Why they
just
don't have any
nobody goes
cases.
to West Virginia. West Virginia. Okay. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. But I think we should just slide that out of the way. I just wanted to put our 2 cents in there,
Yeah.
since it's the times. But I don't want to focus on the negative, because the negative sucks. Okay. Life is full of negatives, and we don't need that here. So
what's the
we're
next
gonna skip
topic?
right there. So coronavirus. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say. All right, still going back to corona. Here's a couple things, little thoughts that I had. So I guess I'm bringing it up still. So yay me, I'm a liar. Coronavirus. I was I was saying, I think it's probably good for content creators like YouTubers and Twitch streamers and video game developers, because Courtney and I have been sitting and doing nothing but playing Sims
weekend.
4, and we bought like 2 expansions because we can't go anywhere. So guess what? We're living our life because we can't live our life. We're living a virtual life because we're not allowed to live our real life right now. So, and then it's like a lot of people are going to be shut in, not just because the government is going to be telling them to stay inside, because they're like, I don't want to get sick, so I'm going to stay in my house.
Events are closing. It's
Events
impossible
are
to go to the
closing.
stores.
Yeah, like I know like the Ellen show, like
Yeah.
they canceled their live show.
Concerts everywhere. Are
Jimmy
closing.
Fallon, I think, did.
Yeah.
Concerts everywhere. Big gatherings are being canceled, of course. I don't know if that's a law thing or if they're individually doing that. or if they have been hit by
It
like a
was
state law.
individually, and now it's like a law thing.
Yeah.
They're making it where anything above like 200 people.
You know what's funny? When I was reading about all that, like the day that was like happening, when I came home, the neighbors right next door are having another party. They always have parties. Coronavirus, avoid groups. Who cares? Freaking Tommy's bringing the beers, so we're good. But anyway, yeah, they were partying it up.
You always have people
They
over.
always party all the
24/7.
time. We always talk about that, but anyway.
Never mind.
What? You wanted to slide through that because I said that?
No. One thing I wanted to mention, have you seen the pictures of people attempting to spread the virus?
No. Of course, that I knew that was like a thing.
By like going up, they're infected and they touch doorknobs and they like lick things
Really?
or whatever. Yeah.
They're just going up and like just...
Yep.
People are wild. There was a thing...
Somebody had it on their like doorbell camera thing. I don't know what system it was, but yeah.
And they were just like coughing on it and stuff like that. People are wild.
Licking their hand and touching their
And
doorknob.
that's like mainly in the U.S. Or we mainly see it in the
but
U.S.
I don't get
it's
why
like,
are people attempting to
because
spread it? People are idiots.
psychotic in the United
It's
States of
disgusting.
America. People are wild. I don't know why. What it is about the U.S. that people just act like that. They behave like weird. Like they behave so weird. You can't explain that behavior. They're going out of their way to infect people. Out of their way. It's like you're why? Anyway. So yeah, there was also a thing where people are like sticking like needles and blades under like gas station pump handles to like spread HIV. Like they were HIV positive
they've been
and they were
doing
doing
that for a while.
They've been doing that forever.
That is disgusting.
It's so anyway. Okay, let's
disgust
let's
me.
go right past that. But yeah, I thought that coronavirus would be good for those those analytics for them content creators. Yeah. And yeah, we've been playing Sims. We've been playing Sims a lot.
And now with me out of work for a month, I'm probably buying more expansions.
More expansion packs with my hard-earned money.
While you work and I
OT.
stay at home.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But you know what Sims has made me realize? That I am a bad Sim IRL. I'm a terrible Sim.
You are. We are.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm resetting the cameras. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm resetting the cameras.
I don't think they can hear you.
They can hear me. They can hear me. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I built the house and all that. I created the Sim, built the house. Everything's so neat. Anytime my Sim eats, I make him wash his plate. Anytime, he needs to take a shower, I make him take a shower. Any mess that happens, he needs to clean that thing up. And then I'm like, oh, let me take a little break and
You
get some
make
water.
him work extra?
I make him work extra. He's got to really work to further in his career as a freelancer. And then I'm like, let me go take a water break or get something from the kitchen. I go over there, and guess what? I don't get any water because all the cups are dirty, and I don't want to wash them. So I come straight back.
Oh, we're horrible.
I have started to try to do more things though, because of playing. It's like motivated me a little bit to get my act together because it makes it seem so easy. It's like, why do we let this happen? Look what we can be doing. Look what look what freaking Kyle could do.
Until he died.
My Sim was Kyle. I got this tiny living DLC where I got this like bed that like
It's
comes
the Murphy
up.
beds.
Yeah, one of those that comes up and there's like a chair or like seating, a couch on the other side, and he was gonna go to bed after a long day's work of me taking care of him and all that junk, and then the bed freaking stops, and then he goes to freaking pull it down by force, and it crushes him like 3 times. And then I'm like, oh crap, he's gonna have a sore back. He's dead! Kyle's dead, dude. Kyle is dead. The Grim Reaper showed up with a tablet
that's
checking
funny.
off lists, and then he took his soul. And then, oh shoot.
What'd you do?
It was last week's episode, so the music's playing, guys. You guys aren't gonna hear it because I always edit it out, but we're gonna pause real quick to fix this. Anyway. We're back. Courtney just said who's gonna be my husband in that short amount of time. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Kyle died. So that was my Sim's name was Kyle. And he died in a very dumb death.
It was funny because the same thing happened to my Sim right before.
Yes, the same exact crushing
And
animation
she just had
and everything.
to hurt back.
Exactly, and that's what I thought was gonna happen. But no, he freaking died. He wasn't even an old man. He was a young adult. He wasn't even an adult. This boy was in his prime. He was fit. He was healthy. He gets smacked by a bed and he dies.
What? He died because he was tired and he wanted to sleep.
And he wanted to sleep. So it's my fault because I made him be tired because I made him work.
You made
all
him
day.
go to sleep and you made him work all day.
No, he freaking wanted to sleep. Boy wanted to sleep. He should have just slept in the jacuzzi. He wouldn't have gotten crushed.
He would have just drowned to death.
Yeah, he would have just like.
Didn't that happen? He was falling asleep
Yeah,
in the
he
jacuzzi?
fell asleep on the jacuzzi because I put something on there that didn't give him access to the bed, and I was like, I thought that like canceling thing was just him saying, I don't want to do that, you punk.
Oh.
I thought he was just being a bratty teenager. And then I was like, oh, no, you're going right now. I took his jacuzzi away. I took that thing away. Heck yeah. And then he proceeded to do something else. And I took that away too. Because I was like, you're going to bed. I was committed to taking everything, like emptying out the house so we can just go to freaking
Take
bed.
everything
Take
out?
everything. So when I'm a freaking parent, if you guys, like in about 10 years maybe, if you see a house that just has all the furniture outside, no estate sale sign or yard sale, nothing, that's my house. And that's my kid not wanting to go to bed and freaking trying to chew on the dresser instead of going to bed.
Chew on the dresser? Is it a
Kyle was
dog?
doing just dumb stuff and he was tired. He needed to go to bed, but he didn't go to bed. So I took everything that he loved. And then it was freaking late by the time Kyle died, by the way. And then I was like, you know what? I created a new character because I was like, I think I'm in the same world and I can go to live in the same house. So I made a chick this time. Her name's Naomi.
For the purpose of trying to bring him back to life and marry her.
I was making her, and then I gave her traits to just be like a lone wolf, secluded hermit, so I can just focus on doing everything to get Kyle back. And guess what? I like Naomi better. Kyle can eat my butt. Like, I hate Kyle. Kyle is so dumb. Kyle's stupid. Kyle needs to go.
Poor Kyle.
In Sims, when your Sim dies, there's a little urn that their spirit resides in. I think I'm gonna break it. I think I'm gonna kill it. Yeah.
You don't want to bring Kyle back now?
Kyle can suck my booty. Okay, Kyle, I don't like him. Plus Naomi's a programmer. Okay, and a musician. I mean, who
Kyle's an artist.
Kyle's a freak. Yeah, he's an artist. Oh my gosh. It's a freaking artist. I'm just kidding. Artists are pretty dope. That's why I like to make him an artist because I love illustration art when I scroll through Instagram.
I like that I get to keep it, so I get to keep the art and it's all over my house.
Yeah, I always sell it. I always sell it because I like money better than art. but
you're horrible.
But I know how to bring him back, but there's just a lot of steps I gotta do, and frankly, she's too busy. Naomi's too busy being a freaking rock star. So I don't know, Kyle. You gotta sit and wait, buddy. It's your fault, man. It's your fault.
Poor guy.
I enabled a cheat to like cancel death, so now Naomi can't die because that's lame. I might bring it back. My main problem was that this is my first time really playing Sims committed like this. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really have the emphasis of saving my game because I played the reason that was such a freaking shock to me is because I played for so long and then he died. So I even knew like if I revert back to a save, I'm going to be so behind and I'm not going to like that. Granted, I was still going to be ahead of Naomi because Naomi was a fresh character, but a fresh sim. But yeah, I didn't think saves were that important because I didn't think your Sims could die.
What about so the time I did it? Well, yeah, it's happened twice. So one time at the old house, I built a whole house with my Sims and everything, and I never saved the game, and then the computer crashed.
That sucks.
And everything was lost. And then more recently, when I created the characters, I created you and me, and then I didn't save it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to let them do their thing, and I went to go grab some food and some water real fast, and then you died. In a fire.
And then you died in a fire.
You died.
Yeah, real fast. No, you left this hanging for a while. I remember.
Like
You left it
5
on.
minutes.
No, it was not 5 minutes. You
feel
left
like
it
it
on for
was.
longer.
I don't know. But anyways, you died.
Yeah. No, but you know why? Because when I came home, you were asleep in the couch.
Was I asleep?
Yeah, you were. You were sleeping because I came home from work. It was one of the days that you didn't have work or something. And then yeah, I came home from work. You were asleep, and then you went. And then it was so funny to me because I was like, "You were sleeping here while I died. Virtual me just died in the fire for trying to cook some scrambled eggs,
Trying to cook me some breakfast.
trying to cook you some breakfast. You died. So, but I didn't. I didn't think. I thought that they died because of you not taking care of them. Like, say, I never had him shower, and then he gets coronavirus and dies. No, but you know what I'm saying. I thought it was something like that, like or like I never clean anything and then I slip and fall and hit my head.
Possibly
Like,
that could happen. I
that
don't
could
know.
happen, yeah, for sure. But I didn't know that everything could be in working order, and then my bed just gets stuck a little bit because I left the freaking fingernail in the gears, and then he crushes them and he dies. I didn't think that could happen. Everything was fine. I was on top of everything. I was upgrading my furniture, my TVs and junk. I
That's
was
why I'm
cleaning
glad I don't
everything.
have the Murphy bed.
I
I fe-
still have the Murphy bed because I love
feel
that
like
thing.
it keeps having issues though. Your Murphy bed keeps breaking and you keep having to fix it. That's the
Oh
washer.
yeah. I was like, I can hear this faint thing,
The
but anyway,
washer.
yeah, it's a washer. But I have a tiny house, so the way the pack works is you have 3 tiers of tiny home.
Well, you could
per
upgrade
tile.
to a small or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the
So you
middle
have
is.
like the biggest tiny house with 100 tiles or less. Then you have the second to biggest, which is like 64 tiles, and then the smallest is 32 tiles. And I liked having the smallest because the smaller you
It's
go, the more
cute.
perks you get, and it looks
Yeah.
awesome. So, you
and then
need-
my house is well over 200 tiles.
yeah, you need a Murphy bed if you're going to do 32 tiles. There's no
Yeah,
question.
there's no way.
There's no way. Or you don't have a couch,
Yeah.
which I'm not.
Or you
about
could
that.
put that tiny little single bed and then you could put like a chair.
That's lame.
It is lame.
That's lame.
It's
I love
not
the
cute.
Murphy.
I like how it looks, but I feel like you keep having issues with it.
But
Maybe
you can get killed.
maybe upgrade it to the better Murphy bed.
Murphy bed.
There's 2 with the
Like a
couch.
disclaimer in the freaking instructions or so. Oh, it's like one of those like medicine commercials or whatever, saying like it'll help you sleep, it'll do this and that. But by the way, it'll kill you.
And then they talk really fast during that part.
It could be acid to you, and it could fall off your throat the minute you swallow it, and then you'll die. Like that's the Murphy bed. Oh yeah, it's great. It's really comfortable. It's compact. It folds up, and you have more storage. But it can also kill you.
And then they get back to something
but-
positive, and then there's like a person that says, it's really helped out with my life.
There's like Murphy beds like for sale everywhere because it's killed
Oh,
loved
look
ones.
at the baby.
Milo chewed up the freaking. He ate it.
Milo, you ate my green colored pencil. Come here.
Not good.
Come here.
That's not good.
Milo, come here. Why are
Don't
you?
scold him right now. We're in the middle of a podcast. What are you doing?
I'm making sure he doesn't have anything like stuck in his gums or anything.
Oh my gosh, Milo just. Why would he? There was a freaking green, colored pencil, and then I just found it chewed up on the side.
Why did you eat my green
Can you
pencil?
see stuff in there?
No.
Well, he didn't eat it because he just chewed it up. But I can't tell if there's pieces
Nutcase.
missing that he actually swallowed. He's got food.
Go eat your food.
He's got food.
Go. Go.
I don't know what's wrong with this kid. No, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. I don't want him.
He's crazy.
He's crazy. But anyway. So yeah, Sims is really fun though. It makes life seem so easy. You get paid so easy. You can be a freelancer if you want. I just started my freelancing gigs now too. And I added some more too because I started playing Sims. Because I used to be a freelancer, but I obviously didn't get a lot of money. I didn't not make enough to make a living out of. But I decided to make new gigs. I haven't gotten any work yet, but we'll see. I haven't been in that game in a long time. But yeah, so we've been playing a lot of Sims, which has been enjoyable.
It's really enjoyable.
We've been doing that nonstop for 2 days. Well, not nonstop. Courtney, though, played the most I've ever seen her sit down and play a game ever yesterday. That's the most I've ever seen you
Oh,
play.
I will play that game all day long.
She got off because I wanted a turn. That's literally why I was like, can I please actually play too?
Well, like I've been
I never
wanting.
knew I'd see the day.
I've been wanting to play Sims, but I feel bad because it's your computer
Yeah, but I
and you've been
don't-
playing your games.
Who
So
cares? You had it downloaded on the Mac. And you
I
played on there.
did, but you deleted Origin.
I did, but you still didn't play it as much when it was still
I
there
know.
because it was up there for a while.
I like it on that better than
Oh,
computers.
of course.
Better
the
than laptops. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Plus, we don't have to worry about it crashing on here because it's not an intensive game to play, and I have a pretty good system. So,
Yep.
All right. What else do I have? Oh yeah. Going back to coronavirus because I'm a freaking liar.
You're not done yet.
I'm not done yet. What if toilet paper became the currency of the world?
Oh, I heard
Say
you
this
talking
is the
about
apocalypse. Well, it's because I play Fallout a lot, right? Fallout, like the Fallout games, and the currency in Fallout is no longer you find money and it's called pre-war money, but all that is for is cotton. If you need cotton, you find pre-war money. So the currency in that game is bottle caps. You trade in bottle caps, like that's what you get. You get bottle caps. You get caps. And what if our currency is toilet paper? What if that's the reason why people were? Maybe that's why the person started is like, I know that this is gonna be our currency. Everyone, get you some dinero, aka toilet paper. Get you some moolah, some paper. Still be called paper. We can still call it paper. Hey, I'll give you 5 rolls for that Rolls Royce.
There's people joking about that and putting posts online.
Yeah, and then I just started thinking about those really old memes. Not all heroes wear capes, and it shows like some dude taking a crap, runs out of toilet paper, and like a hand emerging from the door with the roll. That's like everyone's now too. They could resurface that. I'm pretty sure it has already resurfaced that meme, and it's gonna blow up again. But yeah, I don't know. I just had all these weird thoughts. I forgot what I was doing when I was having these weird thoughts. I don't think I was at work. Usually they happen when I'm at work and I'm programming.
Yeah.
I'll because I'm programming, and a lot of the stuff I do, if it's simple enough, it's like a muscle memory, and
Or autopilot.
I go autopilot, and then my brain just kind of bounces back and forth. Like if I were to like put my thought process into like any kind of like scenario, real world scenario, it would be like a kid in Disneyland who has infinite fast passes. So like he'll go one ride and then he'll just jump to the other and then just jump. That's my brain. It's just, hey, look at this idea. Oh wow, look at this totally different idea. Look at this kind of idea. And that's how my brain works. It's just like firing away and all these random things.
Funny.
So when I say that, here's another one. What if the world was a hostile place? So I was thinking about, we're gonna be quarantined in our homes. We can't go outside. We can't go. It's not gonna be possible. So like, what if the world was constantly a dangerous place, except for your home? Like, what if there's like this acid storm that doesn't affect your house, but as soon as you step outside, it kills you. What if it was like that, and every household was like a nation, and then like cultures developed in households, and the only way you would meet other people would be online, like games or social medias and stuff. Like, imagine how weird that would be,
Crazy.
That's all she got. That's crazy.
Crazy.
No, it's okay. I don't expect anybody to actually like understand or like even because my I don't understand. I don't know how I would follow back with that. What am I supposed to say? Cool, Kevin. Yeah,
Cool
what
idea.
if? Great, Kevin. Jeez. This is why I
Thank you
keep
for
these
sharing,
thoughts.
Kevin.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna end it with one more thing.
One more thing, Ken.
One more thing. And now we did end it with coronavirus. We did end with coronavirus, but unfortunately that was the majority of the podcast. And I said, oh yeah, let's end it right here because negative stuff sucks. I have been working on music. I just made a song today.
Yes,
A
you
weird,
did.
like glitchy, like wavy, song that
You're
kind of
so
goes
weird.
everywhere. Yeah, I know. I have no caffeine. There is no caffeine in my system right now, but sometimes I get. And I do want to buy that energy drink. I never bought it.
Energy drink or the powder?
The powder. It is
Okay.
an energy drink, but it's powdered form.
Okay.
But I haven't bought it yet. But because I think it would really help me like really get a lot done for some reason. I don't know. At this point, I just want to try some stuff.
Better hope it gets a lot
Yeah,
done.
better hope. But so yeah, I've been working on music. I made one today. I have made one that I'm working with somebody I will not name because I don't want it to I don't want it to pressure. I don't want to give him the pressure of doing it. I don't like if I arrange something with somebody, like in this case, I have somebody making some art for me that I want because I like posting my music with certain art, and I have been on my on the Instagram, but I always have this guilt because I don't know who the artist is, so I don't know who to credit. And in the little research I do, I can't find who the artist is, and I don't know if that is the artist whoever posted. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who to credit. So then I go in this spiral in my head, like, oh my gosh, I'm stealing their talent, but it's like I'm not claiming the art, I'm claiming the song, and it's obvious that I'm saying this is my song because it's music I create, but I like putting art in there. So I asked somebody to create something for me, but when I ask people, I was like, he's not done with it yet, so I don't want to like just blurt it out. You know, and maybe he can't get it done, or maybe something happens, you know, and you know, until it's done, then I'll say like, hey, look, and obviously I'm gonna credit him as soon as I get the song posted. Then I have an artist to credit for the art. But anyway, I'm working with somebody to get some art made for the song that I made, and then I'll post it. But I've had it for a while.
What are you doing with your jaw?
I don't know. I wiggled it like back and forth, like The Mask.
You
know that movie, The Mask? I remember there's yeah. And there's a part where he like wiggles his jaw like weird, like oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've been working on music. One thing that sucks about Logic though is like not Logic. I don't think it's the software. I think it's my computer because my computer is pretty old in terms of it's a 2013 Mac, so it's pretty old in terms of like maybe like the updates that Logic has received. The power, the CPU power isn't the greatest for this thing. For what I try to make. So if I have to be very careful with the music, and I've already talked about that. But one thing that happens a lot in my tracks is whenever I would bounce the song, and I think I've talked about this too, but I guess I'm just reiterating because I don't know if you've been in the conversation. Is it like all my automations will all get screwed up and I bounce it, and then the automations are like starting like super late or in an entirely different part of the song, and then this and that, and it's like super annoying. So that thing's something that kind of gets demoralizes I guess me because I'm like crap, man. Like
Yeah.
Then I like take a break and then I'll figure it out later. Taking breaks, I could not stress that enough. You got to take breaks. Whenever you start feeling like you've been working on a song like a little too much, stop. And I've said that before, but like now I really know. It's like
And I have to stop you too sometimes.
yeah, I know that one time, the song that I'm about to publish, I worked on for so long, hours. And my eyes were hurting, and they were red. They were really red. Yeah, that's not healthy.
No.
No, it's not healthy at all.
No.
So you gotta take breaks, man. Plus, when you come back to them, you're inspired because you listen. You don't listen to it, and then you come back to it, and then you can hear other things.
You have a clear mind.
Yeah, clear mind, and you can work on it a little more. It's a learning process. I'm not saying my songs are really that great, but I'm learning, and with each song I make, I feel like I'm learning a little more like techniques and styles and things I'm finding out. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode. I gave no airtime to Courtney because I'm an a-hole.
I don't think I have anything to say anyway.
I know. I'm sorry. Do you enjoy me sitting here and talking though?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, I do it all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any closing remarks before I wrap it up
Don't think so.
and tie a little bow in the end? I don't know how to tie bows.
You don't know how to tie a bow?
No. Is it the same like tying a shoe? I'll take that as a no. It's the only kind of bow I know how to tie.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I always forget to put this in the beginning, but make sure to follow us on the social medias. Make sure to give us a review or rate us on whatever podcast app or platform you're listening to the podcast on. It's probably YouTube, who knows? That'll help us out a ton, get us viewed, get us heard. And I love you, and we'll catch you next time.